Hi. Every story I write is steeped in biblical truth. In fact, I get inspiration most often from the Bible or devotionals that I read. I thought it appropriate that I write a devotional based on night songs for my readers. So I hope you will be blessed by this. It's from Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Looking back on your life, are there choices that you've made that you regret? Charlie Van Cleve from Night Song certainly has. When we take our eyes and heart off the Lord, it's easy to get sidetracked and make decisions based on how we feel rather than seeking his will. How many times do we react out of our sinfulness, whether it's fear or jealousy, greed or pride? Charlie regrets choices she's made and wonders if her life could have been richer had she chosen a different path. That's something I've thought of myself. Had I done this instead of that, could I have avoided the pain of regret? But the truth is, God works all things for good, our failures as well as our obedience. I love that, don't you? Ephesians 1:4-5 says, "For he chose us in him before the creation of the world to be holy and blameless in his sight. In love, he predestined us to be adopted as his sons and daughters through Jesus Christ in accordance with his pleasure and will." Isn't it amazing when you can grasp the concept of God's sovereignty? He created us, and he knows everything we will do during our time on earth before we're even conceived. That's mind-boggling to me, isn't it to you? I'm so grateful that the Lord works our disobedience, insecurities, and pride for our good and his glory. Let me say that again. God works in our failures to bring about our good and his glory. Charlie believes in the sovereignty of the Lord, or she wouldn't have placed the blame of losing her babies on him. More so, she accepts the blame as a consequence for her past sins. She believes God has taken them from her as punishment for her past actions, but that's not how God works. And guilt is a device of the enemy. It is not a device of God. Charlie forgot that God doesn't see her sins because they've been washed clean by the blood of Christ. She forgot the work of grace in her life. But don't we all fail at times to truly grasp what Jesus did on the cross for us? Somehow, we carry around the sin and shame of our past like a load of dirty rags when he's already washed them clean. This separates us from the love and grace he offers as a free gift. To reject this gift is to reject him. It's as if we're saying his crucifixion, death, and resurrection wasn't enough. It's as if we're saying he wasn't enough. And he still isn't enough. If this is something you battle with too, I want to encourage you to meditate on Romans 8:28 and Ephesians 1:4-5, and allow the promises of the Lord to bring you joy, peace, and comfort. When we know, without a doubt, that Jesus is with us at all times, and that he longs to redeem our past failures, as he does for Charlie, then there is nothing that can truly shake our faith. Amen?